Hi guys, I hope everyone's doing well. Okay, now today I'm going to be making some of these just embossed brown paper, and I thought I would bring you along and share the process with you on how I make my embossing sheets for journals, cards. You can use them in scrapbooking. Um, Use them for just about anything, mixed media. So yeah, I thought I would share with you the process on how I do them and bring you along for the ride. So yeah, let's get started. So before I do though, I just want to show you how you can make them, use them in your journals. I've got a little journal here where I have used some. Oh no, that's come off. I'll put that back on a minute. Okay, so let's have a look. Where are we? I do have one in here that I have used here. So I've used one just to cover up some writing on the back of a sheet, because when I do my jelly prints I have writing on one side. They're just old sheets, old printed sheets that my husband no longer needs, so I use the blank side to jelly print on, and I cover the writing up on the inside. So I've used a sheet in here and also a little scrap here. So you can use them in your junk journals. You use them for anything. So that's where that came off. Right, I think. Yes. Okay, I'll fix that up later. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you how you can use them in your junk journals. So there we go. So let's get started. Okay, so what I use is our brown shopping bags that we get our shopping in. That's all I use. So I'll show you the process. So let me grab, I do have a letter opener here. I like to use my letter opener to cut my bags. So I just slice it down each side. Turn it over. Oops. Again for this side. And then I do the bottom. So there's one side done. There's the other side done. And now we do our sides. So I'll just open it up. Oops. Avalanche. Avalanche, avalanche, avalanche. Might just see if I can turn this camera up a little bit, see if that makes a difference. Alright, so now we have our pieces. This piece here I will keep. These are good for making glue books. So you keep your little pieces. I have a little pile here that I'm adding to. So these are your pages. And they make the perfect glue book. I've got one here to show you actually. This is the January challenge I did with, I think it was caged fish. I think it was February. Playlist for scavenger hunt. Yeah, it was caged fish. So I use the bottoms of the bags for my glue book. See? So perfect, absolutely perfect for that. All right. Now, next step is to cut the handles off And I do keep the handles because once you unravel your handles, you are left with this it's like a raffia type look, and you can use them in your journals. And you can also use them to cover a journal, like your glue books, for example. Here I used the handles to cover these. Gives it a nice little texture, a bit of Mod Podge, and Bob's your uncle. Yep, and I'll just put my handles in here actually. I've got a couple more hanging around. I'll pop in. That way they're nice and together. And they just hang up next to me, so if I need them, they're there, ready to go. Hang that back up. There we go. Okay, so next step is I will pull this off because I will use this separate. Because it's already doubled over, I'll glue this bit, and then I might do that now actually. Where's my glue? If I were glue, where would I live? Obviously not where I should be. Okay, I'll use this one. This is a brand newbie. Brand newbie. So I'll just glue that down. Ready to go. There we go. And I'll tear that off. Nothing fancy, because this can be run through the embossing folder as well, and you can use it for these little bits, just to add as embellishments and things in your journals. Alright, put my ruler back, and I'll fold this down, and I'll just get rid of this bit. Now this will be used as well. I'll use these in my junk mail bits. So when I make my bits for out of my junk mail, I use brown paper, you know, to put down. So I will use the brown paper throughout these things as well to go in journals. So nothing gets wasted. I'll just pop that over there in my little scrap pile. And we'll get rid of this bit. I'll put this aside over there. All right. Now what I do is I cover this bit up. So I will fold this in half. I'll get my burn folder. And I will probably do this one long ways. So I'll do one like fat ways and one long ways, because I have different size embossing folders. So there's that. And I'll do the same with this one. I'll fold one the way it is already folded, and I will fold one this way. Now to glue. So what I do is I glue them. And as you can tell, the inside of the bag is a different colour than the outside of the bag. So it all depends on which colour you want. I just randomly fold them, so whichever side is up, it's up. So make sure that's glued. And then I will fold that and just smooth it out with my bone folder. You can use a card, an old card. I have one around here somewhere. I cleaned my desk up for this little video episode, and I've lost my card, so there's that. So, and then I pop them underneath my craft mat to dry flat, and I'll leave them there for a couple of days. days, maybe, well, maybe till tomorrow, not a couple of days, maybe a couple of hours or until the next day. And that way they dry hard and they dry flat. So I hope everyone's keeping well and crafting lots. I try and craft where I can. It's been very hectic around here. As usual, sometimes life gets in the way of our crafting, which is very rude of it, but it happens, right? So let's smooth that out. I'll stick it under here to dry. This one I might actually go the other way. I'll have dark paper on the outside of that. Something a bit different. Come on. I had to steal this glue stick from my son. I ran out of glue and I said, have you got any in your school stash? So he gave me his last glue stick. So I need to go and do some glue stick shopping. So there's that. Oops. I'll wipe that over there on my little, got a rag next to me, an old pair of shorts that I've used as a rag. All right. Stick that under there. Whoops. And I'll glue this one down. And then that's the bag done. I do have some already done, which are dry and ready to go. So, but yeah, so every bag, if you've noticed when you do your shopping and you get different bags, some are thicker than others. The thicker bags, I still double over, but I use them for my 3D embossing folders, and I'll show you. I've only got 2 of them. Because 3D seems to put a bit more pressure on your bags, on the paper, than the others do. Alright, so there's that. So we'll pop that under there as well to dry. Nice and flat. Put the glue stick away. Done. Alright, now I've got glue over my hands. I just grab a drink of water, guys. My throat's a little bit dry, so I'll just grab a quick drink of water. There we go. All set, ready to go. Okay, now I'll just grab up my machine. It's down here next to me. Oh. So here's my little Big Shot. Ready to go. So, papers. Here we go. So this is a thicker paper bag, thicker than the one that I've just glued. So I'll use this one first on the embossing, the 3D ones. So you've got 3D. It seems to handle, the thicker handles the 3D a lot better. So I'll quickly cut this with my scissors so I know it fits. Oops. We could measure, but I'll just cut. There we go. Are we in? Are we in? Are we in? Yep, we're in. Alright. Now I need to find my, whoops. I need to find my boards. What have I done with them? Here they are. Boards. You know, the plastic things. Alright. I knew what I meant. Alright, here we go. So I'll pop this under. There's a bit of a kickback on these 3D ones because they're very thick, so sorry if it makes a big noise. I'll try to be gentle. There we go. I'll run that back through just to make sure. And I'll grab that because it will flick up. There we go. And there we go. Absolutely perfect. Isn't that beautiful? Love that one. So there's that. And we've also got, so this is a Sizzix one. It's Textured Impressions. I'm not sure whether there's an actual name, but that's the one it is. And this one's a Tim Holtz. It's like a steampunk tin look. So this is the second 3D one that I have. Actually, I can cut that right along that join where the bag's folded. There we go. Look at that. And that will fit just nice in there. There we go. Look at that. So let's run that one through. Ugh. Right to the end. There we go. And back. I'll just grab this so it doesn't flick up. Ugh. And there's our tin one. It's so pretty. So you can paint this. You can do all sorts of stuff with it. So let me get rid of that one. So then I just keep going. I just go through all my embossing folders. Every now and then I will find some at a $2 shop. That one's from a $2 shop. Where's my $2 shop ones? There we go. You can always tell the color of the, what's the name, actually that's from eBay. But yeah, these are $2 shop ones, and they're really pretty. And they only cost, well, they weren't $2. I think they were like $5, maybe $3 or $4 or something like that. Well, they could even have been $2.50. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while. So I'll pop that one in here. And we'll do this one. So let me just grab. I've got some special little boards here because sometimes using two, let me grab this. Sometimes using two of these is too thick. If you've got one of those, you know, one of these things that's got multiple layers on it, that would be perfect. But I've only got this one solid block, so I have to experiment and see which ones fit. Like I said, sometimes the two plastic sheets are too, plastic plates I should say, are too thick for the actual embossing folders. So I've improvised and I've made myself some cardboard ones that kind of do the job. So I'll just have to, I'll leave them out so I can experiment with them. Actually, I should have went right to the end of that, shouldn't I? Let me see if I can. There we go. Bring that back through. So there's that one. And I'll grab another piece. So these are just from various bags. Let me run this, actually, let me grab one of these flattish ones. There we go. Oh, boy. It's a bit steamy here today. Yeah, that one. Okay. Where's the end of my folder? There it is. Now I like to have the bulge a bit upwards, if that makes sense. Okay, so let me cut that off. Okay, put that down. I think this one needs another piece of paper under it. We'll have to just have a look. Like another piece of card. Oh. Out you go, Miss Ella. I had Ella underneath my desk. She's my Kelpie, Australian Kelpie. She's decided to go for a walk. Oh, no, that was fine. There we go. So there's this one. This one would make a perfect card. You could have, you know, like colour it in, paint it, do whatever you watercolour, and just, you know, best wishes or Happy Mother's Day or Happy Birthday. And this one, so these $2 ones work quite well. I'm really impressed with them actually. Like I said, don't quote me. I don't know whether they were actually $2 or whether they were dearer. But I know I got them from a cheap shop. I think it was called Crazy Bargains or something. Very pretty. So yeah, I love them. So I thought I'd make a whole heap of these, and that way they're done, ready to go, because I use these a fair bit in various projects and in my journals. I'll just use this little scrap in here actually, and that way that one's used. It'll make a nice pocket in a journal. So you could put that in a journal. What can I use here? Let me grab Chantilly. I still have Chantilly. Still have this one. She's still available. So you could put this in a journal and use it as a pocket. So there you go, guys. And what else have we got? We got this one. So I'll do this one with you. I'm pretty sure you get the hint. Get the hint. Get the idea of how these can be used. Let me see if I can find a piece that will fit in there nicely. There we go, this one. So this is why I try and do the different size pieces, because I have different size embossing folders. Okay, let me run this one through. Yeah. Just grab that. It's very pretty. And I'll just grab this script one. I've got a script one here. This is a wide one. Actually, that's thick. This is another one that I need to do with thick paper, because it seems to cut through the thinner cardstock. And that's the shell one. For some reason, it gets really, like it cuts deep, this one. So while I've got the thick piece, I'll run this through. Pretty sure I need my other board for this, because it's a thicker plastic sleeve. I might need, oh no, it's going through. but I might need my improvised board. But it's going through. Oops, kick back. There we go. So there's the shell one. It's very, very pretty as well. Okay, script. So this is one of my wider ones, and this one's long, like a long, wide one. So that one would probably work for that. Yeah. So I'll just do this script one, and then I will let you guys play on your end, because you don't want to be sitting here watching me do this all day. Excuse me. I'll use the thicker piece here for the script. Give that a trim. And I might need, yeah, I think I'm going to need my improvised one for this. I will see, because this is a pretty thick plastic folder, this one. Is it going to go through? No. Alright, so the two boards are too thick and one board isn't enough. So I've made some improvised ones here. This is just 3 really thick pieces of card stuck together, and it seems to work just as well. It's just a little bit thinner than the actual plastic. Yeah, now that one's not enough. So what I'll do is, I do have a 2 here, so I'll see if that's too thick. If it is, I'll have to add a 1, which I do have. Yeah, no, that's perfect. All right. Yeah, they're just a little bit thinner than the plastic, you know, the plastic boards. Plastic, you know what I mean. The plastic things you get with this, they're just a little bit thinner when you make them your own. So, there we go. And there's our script. So your options are open, because once you've got all your things embossed, just back down there, you can colour them. So these ones are from a jelly print. I'll just move this up. So these are from my jelly plate. I've actually done one die here and a different die here on the one sheet. So I've done my script on the bottom and that on the top. I used this for a steampunk journal that I made a while back. So that's the script one, and I've actually sewn 2 pieces together. I made like a folder to put inside it out of this. So you can make pockets, you can make envelopes, you can make anything out of these things. The sky's the limit, your imagination. You just go with it. So this is just ink, actual Tim Holtz ink. I think it was Barn Door that I had on my homemade jelly plate. And I just dabbed my ink pad and I sprayed it with a bit of water, and then I just mopped it up, and that's what I did with that one. And I put some gold leaf on the actual on here. I will do another video and I will show you how you can colour these things, and that will give you some ideas. So you can use acrylic paints, you can use your inks. Sky's the limit, guys. You can colour them in. Yeah, you can do anything your little heart desires. Paint them. Yeah. So on that note, I will let you go and have a play. Grab your brown paper bags. Just remember to double them over, otherwise your dies will cut through the paper. But I find once you've glued them together and you've doubled them up, they work perfect. Just experiment with your different embossing folders and see which works. Like I said, these ones here, the 3D ones, need to have thicker card. So when I get a really thick paper bag, I'll keep them aside for my 3D ones. I've only got the 2 3D embossing folders at this point in time. So yeah, so there you go, guys. Go and have some fun. And it uses up your paper bags. Yeah, sky's the limit. There we go. So I do have these available in my Etsy shop. Just a little plug. I'll leave the link to that below. So if you're interested in purchasing any of them, they will come in various sizes. I've got various sizes. It's just random lucky dip. So I'll just grab out a heap. They'll be different. Like, they won't be the same. They will be different. So yeah, on that note, guys, until the next video, have some fun, and I will catch us all later. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.